That is a good-looking towel rack. Oh yeah, we are getting toasty. You know, I'm always suspicious of using the provided anchors. This is why. You're supposed to, put this thing on here, screw it in, and then pull your drill out. Well, this is what happens. Now I have to redo this. Okay, well, back to using what I'm referring to as normal ass drywall anchors. So yeah, this is gonna be good. Since potentially like wet towels could be hanging off of this thing, putting some weight on there, I'm gonna inject some construction glue. When I get the screw in, it should, push this glue outside of the anchor. Okay. That's on fucking backwards. Yeah, I'm a genius. Alright, I just sort of suspected that, but anyway. You know, when people wonder why contractors are so expensive, wow, I can't believe a contractor charged me, $150 an hour or $200 an hour, or $250 to replace some electrical or whatever. It's because they've learned all these lessons the hard way already. Now you might say, well, I watch your videos on YouTube and you fuck up all the time. Shouldn't shouldn't your time be worth $1,000 an hour? And to that I say, there's a reason I'm not a professional contractor. Because I am not very smart. Got the two top ones on. Time to do the bottom. I've tightened this mount, set the level up, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix the bottom of this template to the wall so I can drill bottom two holes. For my bottom two holes I have to drill into tile. If you have tile also, make sure to use a tile drill bit. If you use a regular bit, it will never work. You will just ruin your bit and will not have a hole at the end of it. When you're using tile bits, start with the really little one and then slowly increase the size to make the hole progressively larger. It's the best way to do it. Okay, I've got my 4 holes drilled. That means I no longer need this guide piece of paper that I have taped to the wall. Although, yet another way that I'm an idiot here, don't use duct tape. Don't use duct tape for this, anywhere. This is a stupid idea. Use masking tape. Masking tape is designed to go on the wall and nicely peel off without taking a chunk of your wall with it. Like what's happening here with my duct tape. So, anyway, all these mistakes aside, looking forward to moving on to the next step here.
This towel rack has a single wire that gets attached to it, an electrical wire, so that it can produce heat, so that powers the heating element inside the rack. Call it luck, but I've got a closet right behind this wall here that I'm actually going to mount the Wi-Fi switch inside that closet so I can access it easily. I'm not putting stuff inside the wall that's hard to get to. So if you know, if you're doing this and you've got to snake your wire through some crazy complicated nonsense, I'm sorry. I just made it easy on myself by drilling straight through the wall to the next room. This little silver piece on the end doubles as one of the 4 posts that is used to mount the rack to the wall. Again, different designs will be different, but that's the way this one is set up, and it'll work out just fine with the wire going straight through the wall to the closet in the other room. It's kind of hard to see here, but I'm just trying to get these mounts aligned with those little nubs that are attached to the wall. It's kind of complicated, but this is the price you pay for having a nice flush mount against the wall with no screws or anything else visible.
Okay, you can see. Okay, black, white, ground. So, load is going to go to black.
So here it is, the switch and wiring and such like. I'll put it all back together in a minute, but I just wanted to keep it all separated so that you can see what the wiring is like. Wiring is not too complicated. It's like wiring up a normal switch. And this will work out great because it's accessible. But it's also inside my closet, so it's not like some random switch on the, in a main room that does exactly one thing, and you're like, what does this thing do? So it's kind of hidden, which I like, but it's also accessible at the same time. And this is the towel rack installed. Nice and shiny. Looks good. It is on right now. That little red light. And I just touched it, and it's hot. Now, the little Wi-Fi switch, I don't know how you can see this, but I got it towel warmer switch set up. This app is called Wemo, and they are the maker of the Wi-Fi switch that I installed. And so you see it's on right now, and if I turn it off, look at that. See? It goes off. So, the other cool thing is if I go into rules, I can set it up to start every day on a schedule so that like I have it turned on at 7 a.m. That's plenty of time for the towel to warm up so that it's nice and hot by the time we're getting out of the shower. So, overall, really happy with this towel rack and the Wi-Fi switch. I will link to all this stuff in case you are interested in getting one too. But yeah, this is really good. Good stuff. Nice and warm. Nice and toasty. So this thing is updating its firmware.